Good morning, everyone. Welcome to this Data Analytics with Career Guidance course. Today, we are in day 9 of Power BI sessions. And today, we will be working on a project. Okay, right. From scratch, how we can actually import the data, what all things will take care while working on the project when we import the data. And then we'll see how we can think about the design, the dashboard layout, and also we'll see what are different dashboards available, and then we'll work, create, and keep it ready for publishing. The next session, I'll tell you how to publish this dashboard. Okay. Before that, I have something to tell you people. People, this is not workshop. So I'll be giving you the data after the session. You can keep the session, but please attend the session. So this is not a workshop where I'll make you guys work along with me. It'll take a lot of time otherwise. So I'll give you the data later. I'll upload all the data so you can watch the video and then you can work on the project. Okay, if I give you guys to work at this time, it'll take a lot of time. Okay, within the time period, I cannot finish this class otherwise. So this is not a workshop. So I'll give the training and I'll give you the video and also the data set what I'm using. Later on, you can work on that. Okay, right. So as I promised in the previous session, I told that if you people are working on the project and posting it, where to post? So you can post in your social media, especially, okay? I want you people to post it in LinkedIn, Instagram, and Facebook. You can take a screenshot and then you can put the project, that is whatever you do, post it in the Instagram, okay? The next, what all you will be getting, if you are posting it and tagging us, okay, especially in LinkedIn. Say, I have given the names also. I'll be giving you this presentation as well, the complete presentation, a lot of things here. I'll be giving you this presentation as well. So tag with my name as well as with the company name with your project screenshot, okay? So I'll be giving you as a bonus gift Pro DAX with Power BI with supporting files. A complete supporting files is there. I'll show you what it is. Then Power BI interview questions, which I have prepared almost 500 plus question and answers are there. Let me show you about those books, how they actually look. Let me close this. Okay, see, I have all the chapters with, the DAX. This is advanced DAX, whatever I have taught, more than that. Okay, so we have the textbook, the soft copy, the complete soft copy, and then we have all the supporting files. Okay, for every chapter, supporting files are there with the PBIX file, and also you have the notepad of all the functions what have been used, the measures, the columns, the tables, or whatever in detail. Okay, along with that, you'll also be getting one PDF with the 500 plus interview questions with answers. Okay, like this, which I have prepared. This is a consolidated interview questions. Okay, so this is what you'll be getting if you're posting and tagging us. And you should send the screenshot to me. Okay, I'll give you the number also. Send the screenshot to this number. This is my office number. So make a note of this number. Sorry, not this. Okay, take down this number, send your screenshots to this number so that I'll check that and I'll give you the access to the gifts, whatever I've promised. Okay. Right. So let's not waste much time. I'll straight away go to the project now. I'll tell you what all things you'll have to take care. Right. So first of all, before going to this practicals, I have few things to discuss. Let's first do this, and after that we'll go for practicals. I'll just take 5 minutes. I'll not waste much time. So first of all, we should understand what is dashboard. This PPT will be given to you so that you can have this for your reference. Okay. So what is a dashboard? A dashboard or a data dashboard is a tool that provides a centralized interactive means of monitoring, measuring, analyzing, extracting relevant business insights from various different data sets. Okay. Say, for example, I have a raw data. I want to convert that into a presentable reports. When I say presentable report, it's not that only one report we'll be having multiple reports. Those multiple reports, whatever is there, when I say reports, it is visualizations. So I'll keep everything in one place. And the data, what is coming or what we are importing, that should be centralized. When I say centralized, many people from many different sources will be accessing the data, will connect that with the application. Let's say, for example, what we're doing now, what we're using now is Power BI. So we'll use this Power BI as my tool for representing the raw data. And then we'll have a very nice formatted visualization, which even the um, person who doesn't have much technical knowledge also can understand what the raw data is actually talking about. Okay. All right. So what is Power BI dashboard? It is a single page. We call it as canvas. We use a lot of visualizations like what we have seen, that column chart, bar chart, map. Okay. These kind of things we'll be using for telling the story of a particular dashboard, sorry, particular raw data. All right. So here I have some link as well where it will take you to the websites which actually explain more about the dashboards. Okay. So I'm just briefing you about these things, whatever you're learning today. So uses of dashboards, there are a lot of uses actually. First thing is like, by seeing the reports, it is very easy for us to take some decisions. And also when we have a dashboard, we don't have to always bother about studying the data. We don't have to bother about always cleaning the data. So everything is ready in Power BI. That is, we are writing some Power Query editors, and also we are creating some visualization. So once we dump the data, so we can go to the Power BI desktop or say Power BI service, just have to refresh. The data is cleaned and data is actually ready for creating the reports. So there are so many users. You just go through this. I'll be sharing this in the app itself. One more thing is like we can save a lot of time, actually saving the time and accuracy. Okay. All right. There's so many things. So different type of dashboards we have. The dashboards are classified based on the data what we have, and for what kind of clients actually we are working on. So here we have operational dashboard, strategic dashboard, and analytical dashboards. These are broadly classified actually. In that we have so many other type of dashboards as well. But for me, if you ask, we have dashboards like static and dynamic. But what we are actually working on in Power BI, this will be mostly dynamic only. Okay. So depending on how actually we can refresh the data, so the dashboards can be classified as real-time dashboards and periodical dashboards. When I say real-time dashboards, it is like the live data. So the data will be keep getting updated. So we need to have the dashboards keep getting, updated, and you can see the latest data on the reports. Periodical dashboard means, say, for example, I have the weekly reports where every week I need to generate some reports, or monthly reports, or say half yearly or yearly reports. You can actually generate that as well. Okay. All right. The process. When you actually start creating the process, the dashboard, follow some steps actually. Let me quickly tell about that. First thing is, I told you in the first session that there is business analyst, there is data analyst, there are so many people involved in that. So when you say, when I'm actually creating the dashboards, there are a few things what actually we should follow. First is we have to gather the requirements, and then we have to plan how actually we should show this reports, or say how to develop this project. And then we create a storyboard. So storyboard is, we have to plan right from scratch, including the data source from where the data is coming, and how actually we can give the output. So the complete story of the data, whatever is there, we have to study that. And then we are creating a prototype. Prototype means it is non-workable dashboards, where you will have a dashboard which looks similar to what the final output is, but it won't be functional. Why we actually do this mock or prototype is, whenever we want to get approval, we should do this. Suppose if you develop the complete project and give, and if the client rejects, then there is no point actually in developing the project. You know why? Because we put so much of efforts, and if nothing is working, and if the client is actually giving us a lot of changes, then again we have to rework. So instead, we can have a mock-up, we can have a prototype, we can send it to the client. Until and unless the client gives approval, we should not go ahead in developing the complete dashboard, or say, let's say project, any project, it's like that only. So here we have to create some prototype, and then we have to send it to the client, take the approval. Once he has taken, then we can start creating the design layout. That is, we can start using different object, different shapes, make it more organized, and then start writing, start giving the links, navigations, all these things will come here in the designs. Then we can choose the software or the tool what we're actually using. So this, you can use it anyway. Say this need not be always sequential in this part. So first I can choose the tool, and then I can think about designing the layout, or I can design the layout and then choose the software as well. So this step can be interchangeable, because sometimes clients specifically say that I want in Tableau or in Power BI or in Excel or something. It depends on the client. Sometimes what happens, we design everything. So this is what the client will say that is complete requirements. And after seeing the requirement, we can check that in which software actually we can, complete the requirement of the client. So it depends on the requirements. So we can actually first decide the tool and then design, or design and then we can decide the tool as well. So this part is interchangeable. Next is execution. So we take all the data, and then again design all the reports, and everything is done. After that, we deploy this with the client. That is, we are publishing and we are giving the links to the clients. That is, they'll be having the live reports as well as with the live data connections. Okay, so this is the steps. So this PPT, I'll be giving it to you. So just go through this in detail. I'm just walking you through these slides. Okay, I'm not going in detail, because we need more of practicals rather than going to this theory and studying this. So as I told you, please work more rather than reading all these text, okay, or the contents. So this is a sample layout what I actually follow. This can be changed according to the projects, according to the client's requirements, and according to the data what you're trying to represent. Here you can see I'll have a logo. Then usually I'll put the title on top so that it looks more meaningful, and it is very easy for anyone to see the title and understand what project we're actually working on. And we can put all these filters, controls, like we have the slicers, checkbox, those things we can actually put it here, or we can also put that here towards my right hand side as well. Here I have all the navigation buttons. Say if I have multiple pages, I can have the navigation buttons here, but give more space for the reports, because that is what actually we need. When you actually have the data, reports is thing what the client actually see, or the user actually wants to see. So here I have just given one mock-up, like I've designed this in the PowerPoint. So I can see that this layout, I just designed this in PowerPoint. I'll tell you how actually you can design these kind of dashboards. So again, this also I've prepared in PowerPoint itself. So these designs, once you do this, you can import this to your Power BI as well. Then here we have, see, this is one more dashboard. So these kind of things, okay, you can see that um, the colors here or the buttons here, this you cannot design in Power BI. So what we do is we take this in PowerPoint and then we design this, but these kind of layouts, and then we can import it. So like that we can actually do. So these are all some sample dashboards which I have downloaded from internet, where I usually refer, okay, to get an idea. So I don't copy this, but I'll just try to refer so that we can also have some very nice, dashboards. Okay, right. So people, all of you are actually facing that black screen. Message me yes so that I can, yeah, okay, 1 minute. How about now? Is it fine now, all of you? Okay. All right. Okay, so these are all some of the sample dashboard designs. Okay, these are all designs which I've downloaded from some other websites. These are all not my designs. You can see that this is one design. Okay, so same design I actually tried here like this. So slightly different I tried. Okay, so I want all of you to refer. Don't copy, just try to refer. Okay, so that you'll get some ideas. So then there is nothing wrong in referring. It is wrong to copy the entire thing exactly, but there is nothing wrong in actually referring it. Okay, see, we always refer some textbooks, right? Similarly, we can refer the designs. Okay, I'm seeing all these are very nice designs which we can actually do. See, so you people should, start developing dashboards like this. I've seen people, they don't even think about design. They start putting all the reports and then they'll start publishing. Don't do that. We can design a lot of things. I'll show you how to design in PowerPoint, how you can design and how you can actually bring that into your Power BI. Okay. All right. So here I have some samples, very nice websites. Okay. These websites have very nice designs. So usually I refer here. There are some paid dashboard designs as well. If you think it is relevant for you, you want to go purchase it, that is left to you. I'll never recommend anyone to go purchase or not to purchase. That is left to you. I just given the links here, that is left to you. But there are very nice designs in these, websites, which I usually refer. Right. Okay, then after that, we have all these importing images and adding buttons and things like that. So this will be working practically. So I've given some steps how to use this. So we can now learn how to create, the project by using all these objects in my presentations or say in my project. Okay. All right. So I'll stop this here and then directly we'll go to the project. Okay. All right. So all of you, I don't want anyone to then I want all of you, okay, stop messaging. Anything, I'll be giving you time in the end. Okay, you can ask about any questions you have, but I want all of you, please concentrate because the steps, what I'm telling is very important. Okay, every steps. So I want all of you, please listen, stop messaging. Okay, all right. So now we're starting a project. So first thing is like we got some requirement, we have studied everything. Now I need to create a project. I open my Power BI. The first thing what we should do is save the file. Go here and I'll say save as. Give the path where you want to save. Let me go here. I will save this in the folder. I'll name this as data analytics dashboard. Okay. And the file name extension will be PBIX. Okay. Don't use this as a template. Say PBIX and say save. Right. The dashboard, now what we are actually trying to work, it is saved. So it is good practice to save in the beginning so that as and when you keep creating any reports, you can keep saving it. Done. This is my canvas. Anyways, it will be 16 by 9 only by default. So leave it as is. Don't change anything. Now, I want a design, a background. Depending on my requirement, I can actually design. So what I have done is here, I have one folder. Start. Okay. Here, I have this dashboard. I have some images and some supporting files, which I'll be sharing it with you. I'll click on this. So here, I have some images. Now, how to create these images? Okay, let me tell you. I'll open a PowerPoint file, PowerPoint application. Here, you design whatever you want. Okay, whatever you want, you can design here, and then I can take it to the Power BI. How to take that? Let me tell you. Most of the times, what happens is we think that creating images or editing something is very complex. Why? Because people think that only graphic designers only can do a lot of image editing or these kind of images, very nice images they can create. It's nothing like that. Let me show you how easy it is. I'm going to this PowerPoint. Here I have some shapes. Okay, you can directly go here as well. You can go to this view, and here I have some themes. I can select any of these themes. But when I select these themes, it'll just change only the background color and about the color of the charts. But if you want to have some, images, or I want some designs like what I have with this image, what you see here. Okay, I can see that. Here, what I've done is I've taken one image. Okay, I've taken one image, and then I've used what is this? The shapes in Power BI, and then I have converted that into image. Let me show you how to do that. Okay. Now I'll go to this insert. I'll say shape. Here I have so many various different shapes. What I'll do is I'll go here. I'll take one shape like this. Okay. I just took one shape with rounded corners. Just drag it like this and adjust like this. Okay. Assuming that my design should be something like this. Now, if you want to change the color, we can go here, shape fill, and you can say gradient, more gradient. You can select this gradient color. You can explore this lot of things to design here. So I'll go here. I'll just change the color. Let's say I want something like this blue color. Okay, and here I want this to be linear. Linear is like flat, and I want the direction to be like this. And here, let me also select some color and make it light blue color like this. Okay, I'm seeing like this. I have a border. If you think I need a border, keep the border as is. I'll make a copy of it. I'll keep it here. And this one, I'll keep it for the menus, that is the drop downs or the buttons or something. See, if you want to create this layout, it is very difficult to create this in Power BI, or you might not be able to do it as well because the designing part is not so flexible as we have here in the PowerPoint. Okay, I've selected this. If you think you want to add some image in the background, you can add the image. Let's see if we can get some image quickly. We'll go here. Anything. Okay, so make sure that they are actually copyright free. Okay, let me just take quickly. I'll just take something. Okay, randomly I'm taking this image. See, put it here. You can crop this if you want. I'm just giving you an idea. Okay, so you can use your own creativity. Done. Now let me send this back. Now select this and I'll make it transparent. See, if you want this to be a little more, see, like this we can actually do. Now how to get this into Power BI? Control A, right click and say save as picture. I click this save as picture. Now what I'll do, I'll go to this path. Let me go here and is that, yeah, okay. And here I'll say name this background image and I'll say save. Done. Now let's go to this Power BI. This is theme what I've selected. If you think I don't require this theme, again, I'll go back to this default one. So usually what I do is sometimes, we take themes when we don't have all these images or something. When we actually have more designs, then I'll go directly design this in Power BI, PowerPoint, and then I'll take that into Power BI. What I'll do, how to get that image, right click and say format canvas, or you can go to this view and enable the format pan. You can see that I have this format pan. Directly, I'll go to this canvas settings. Here I have this canvas background. You can see that canvas background. Here it says background color is white. But I have some image here. I'll click on this image. You can see that it will take me to that particular folder. Go select the background. Okay, where is that? Okay. See, this is what we had created, selected, and I'll say open. Now the background image has been taken here. Now, why it is not appearing? Don't worry, that is because of this transparency 100%, make it 0. See, I got the layout. Where is that image? Where is that? We had 2 boxes or something. Don't worry. Here, you just go and say fill. See, this is one simple design because we don't have much time. I just use this. So if you think that you want to make it more attractive, you can get a lot of other images or the layouts. I showed you a lot of designs here, right here, so we can do that. Let me go here and see. Let me show you that. See, this is I've designed in PowerPoint. So this I can convert this into image and I can take that into my Power BI as well. Like this can design. Right? Okay. So I have the background now. Let's start creating the reports. So for reports, we need to have the data. So still now I have not taken any data. So what I'll do is I'll try to import the data. So in this case, I'm using Excel as my data source. So if you think you have any other data source like SQL Server, text file, CSV files, Oracle, whichever format, whichever data source you have, you can import that. So what I'll do, I'll go here, I'll say get data. Let me take the path. So I have the data here. This data I'll be sharing it with you, and the same data which I've used for training you people from beginning. It's the same data. Now I'll say get data. It's a Excel workbook. I'll say connect. Now here I'll take the path, select this data project, and I'll say open. Now I'll connect all these tables, right? Now, when I'm actually importing the data, you can see there are some changes what we have to do. That is, we need to modify some data. So if you think there is some modifications, then directly we'll go to this transform data. If not, directly come to this Power BI desktop. But if you think there is some changes to be done, some transformation has to be done, then go to Power Query Editor. I'll go here. See column 1, column 2. The headings are not proper. So what I'll do, I'll say use first row as headers. Done. Data table, this is fine. Location, this is fine. Product, use first row as headers. segment again. So wherever you feel that you need to make some changes, please do the changes in Power Query Editor. So this is again one part where you need to arrange your data, where you need to make your data properly structured. And now I'll say close and apply. That means one more step we did, that is we edited the data according to my requirement. So it is getting imported now with all steps. So once the data is done, then we can start creating the reports. Right? Done. Now, importing of the data is also done. The next thing is, if at all you require any calculations to be done, then go for DAX functions. Otherwise, if you think that there is nothing required, then next go to this data modeling. That is, we'll check whether the tables are connected to each other properly. See, all the tables are connected, but this table is not connected because there might be some duplicate values and there might be some IDs which are not matching. So I'll just try to manually connect this. Now, because I think we have some duplicate values here, it's saying many to many. In this case, we actually require, I'll say, okay, let the connections be there. See, got connected. All right. So my data modeling is also done. See, I have the cleaned, data here, the table. So I'm doing it very quickly. Suppose if you don't have a proper IDs or proper columns which are not matching, please go and check the data. Okay. All right. So this is done. Now the data preparation is done. The design is done. The data preparation is done. And people, this design, okay, I just did this very quickly. Is not so very, say impressive, I know, but take time and then try to improvise the background something. Okay. All right. The next step is creating the layouts. So what all reports I want to show, what all reports I want to create. So all this you'll have to design. So what I'll do, I'll go to this insert. Here I have this text box. Click on this text box so that I'll give one title here. Okay. So let's say I'll go here. We'll say data analytics dashboard. Now I have the text box here. This, if you think that this is the title, this is not looking like a title. Let's make it like a title. Select, and then we have this format. Let's say I'll take this Arial black, and then let's increase the size. Let's make it 28. Right. Okay. Now, if you think this is looking good, it's not looking good. So what I'll do, I'll take this and I'll keep it somewhere here. And what I'll do is I'll go to this format, and then we'll try to remove the background. Let's see, where is that? See, here I have this background. Here, if you want format, okay, if you want to learn format, please explore. There's so many options in format. It's very confusing. Even if you are confused, then go here to that object and double click. It will take me to that particular. Let me move this. This background, I'll remove this background. See, I have to select this. And I'll try to change the color. Let's say white. It's looking good. Yes. And I'll take this and I'll keep it. Right. So my title is ready. I want to take a logo. Say, if you have a logo, try to take the logo in PNG format. So what is PNG? PNG is nothing but portable network graphics. That will actually give me the background, transparency, a transparent background. For importing your logo or any image, go to this insert and say image. Now, I have one folder here. See, what I've done is I've organized everything, all the folders with their objects or the images, everything I've kept so that it is easy for us to import the objects or images or anything which is required for designing. See, I'm taking my logo. You can see that this is a PNG format. You can see if it is PNG, it is transparent. If it is JPEG, JPEG means it's like image, which will have the white background. So it is always better to have the logo in PNG format with the transparent background. See, I can keep it here. It looks very good actually. So usually we keep the logo on top. Some people actually keep it at the bottom. So anything is fine. I'll keep it here. Right. Now, suppose if you think I need a separator, what I'm doing now is only design. Okay. Still, we are not come to the reports. I want a separator. So what is separator? Separator is nothing but a line. So I'll go here to the shape. See, we have only these many shapes. You have to play around with only these shapes. I'll go here. I'll click on this line. See, I have this line. Now I'll just here increase this, and then I'll keep it here. Right now, you see that there is one line here. If you think I need to change the color, go here. We have this border somewhere. We'll have that. Not this. Let me double click on this shape style. And we have this border. Let me change this to some white color. If you think it's good, you keep it. Otherwise, if you think you want to make it little lighter in color, you can go here. Border. Let me make it little transparent and see. Yeah, I think this looks good. Let me copy this, paste it, and let me take that here. Just keep it like this. See. All right. Now we'll start designing the placeholders for creating my reports. I'll go to the shape and have this rounded rectangle and just click on this. I'll keep it here like this. Let me increase. I'll create 3 charts here. So what I'll do, I'll just increase this. If you think the corner borders are not, it's too big, we can go here. We can say a rounded rectangle. I'll try to reduce these corners. See, as I told you in Power BI, designing part is little, not so flexible actually. But if you go to this PowerPoint, it is very easy. So wherever you feel that you can use PowerPoint, you can use that for design, right? Now I'll change this to white color. It's a border. Let me remove the border. I don't want the border. Say switch off border. Fill color, I'll make it as white color, and then I'll make it transparent. Let me make it as 80. See? Okay, so this is how I actually design. And again, it depends on your creativity. If you have any other ideas, please go ahead. Okay, done. See? This is the placeholder. Now let's say I'll copy this, paste it. I'll just put this one like this. And then copy this, paste it, just keep it in. Let me increase a little more. Right. Let me select all. People, one thing I'll tell you, you should have patience for designing. Okay. I'm copying this and I'm creating one more placeholder. You can see my placeholders are ready. Now, the placeholders are actually created so that, we can have our reports and it looks good. Let me save this. So keep saving. If something goes wrong, then you might miss all this. You might lose all the works what you have done. Right. Next is, let's create a report. I'll go to this column chart, assuming that I want this column chart. I'll click on this column chart. I'll keep my chart here and adjust this. Okay. All right. I'll go to this data and here I have this. Let's say I want to create one sales report. I'll say sales. Then I'll take this region from location. Okay. All right. See, if you see this chart, this is how actually many people create the reports. It is not looking good. And they think that designing is very complex, designing is very difficult, nothing like that. So what you do, go to the format. Okay, here I have this format. First thing, usually what I do is I will try to go to this background, remove the background. And then I'll start formatting. See, if I remove the background, it looks very neat actually. What we have, the design here, the shape, the rectangle. So that feels that it's a border of, or say that is the inner part of your chart. Let me select each and every object here. I'll select this. This is the title actually. Now we'll try to align this to center. And usually what I do is I'll take Arial, okay, that is the common font. And let's make it 12. Let me make it bold. Okay. And I'll change the text color to white. Right. Then next we have this access title. So this also I'll just quickly change this to white color, and this labels white color, and this access values to white. So if you think I want to change this series color, select this, and then we'll go here, we'll see what is that. Okay, colors. If you think you want to change this color, let's go and we try and see some different colors. Just keep it like this. So if you think there are any other, nice colors, you can keep. I'm not happy with this color. Let me change this color. Choosing color, is very complex. It's a very difficult task. Okay. Let's keep it like this. Okay. All right. Now I will copy this and I'll paste it. Okay. I'll make a copy of it and I'll paste it. Now what I'll do, see, the formatting is done. Now I'll select this chart and I'll go here. Let's say I want, instead of region, I will select segment. Okay. All right. Now I'll select here and I will change this to ship mode. Here. Okay. Done. Now you see the title. Usually what we do is we'll think that we'll go here and we try to remove this. We'll try to edit this. I'll tell you should not do this in the beginning. I'll tell you what happens. See, now I made it as sales by region. Let me copy this. I'll show you one more chart I'll create. I'll put it here. I'll try to change this to, say, we'll change this to category. Okay. Say, if we do like this, if we edit the title and then we try to, select some other data, see here, it still says sales by region. So usually what we should do is we should create the reports and after that try to modify this title. Otherwise, what will happen? This will become customized. Then again, I have to go here and I have to change this title here. So removing this sum of is very easy. Then, go and checking what chart actually I'm trying to create. Okay. So don't edit the title in the beginning only. If you think that if you are aware of what report you are creating, that is fine. Otherwise, make sure that you will create the report and then you remove this sum of. Okay, let me remove this sum of. Now I'm checking the title. I'm removing all this title here. Done. See how quickly we created this 3 different reports. All right. Next, let's say I want to create a line chart for this. I'll copy this, I'll paste it. I'll keep chart here and I'll adjust this to my layout. And then here what I'll do, I'll click on this line chart. Okay, I have a line here, but I want this data to be changed. I'll go, what I'll do is I'll say, instead of this region, I want the date. So in this, I'll take month. We can see I have this month. Next, let it be sum of sales. Here it says, see, I customized it. It is saying now sales by region. Let me change this, say sales. Just I'll keep it as sales. Month. Right. Let's change the color of this according to whatever we have, say line color. Change this to same sprinkle. Okay, so let it be uniform. Now let me copy this, paste it. I'll keep it here. Labels you can adjust. You can go here. You can select this. Okay, here change this to Arial, and then I'll make it as 7. Okay. Let me delete this. Again, I'll copy this, paste it, and I'll keep it here. Now let me change this to profit. Sum of sales. I'll say profit. Okay. Now again, we'll select this line color. Colors, change this to. Okay. See how quickly we can create the report. Right. Here, what I'll do, I will create a chart. I'll take this map and I'll keep it here like this. Let me take the location as state and then the bubble size as sales. Okay, so let it be like this. Let me create one more report, that is chart. Sorry, the table, not chart, the table. Here I'll take state. Let's take metrics. Okay, this will be good. So we'll have the columns here. So I'll take this segment and then let me take the values as sales. What I'll do, I'll take this and I'll keep it here. Okay, like this. You want to modify, you can format this. So I'll not go and again take much time in formatting all this because we don't have time. Let me make it 8. Okay, so we have the data here with the map as well as table. So let it be. All right. So you can see that I just filled with various different reports. So please go ahead and you can format this. You can remove the background colors or something. So please go ahead with that formatting because I don't want to waste much time in formatting only. There are a few other more technical things we'll learn about that. Now here I have some space. Let's say I'll use this card. Let's go here. I'll use this card. Now what is card? It is nothing but it is the summarized values. So I'll go here. I'll take the value as sales Okay, so I have this sales. Let me go here and remove this. Let me give the title as sales. Then I'll say center aligned. And this value, the call out value, let me make it as Arial black, but I'll make it small. Let's increase this to 25. Okay, 22. Okay. Now I'll keep it like this. We can still make it more attractive. So I'm just showing you what all you can do. I will remove the background for this. Right. Let's not remove the background. Let's make it transparent. I'll make it 80%. Yeah. See, we'll have some layout, something like this. So if you want, you can have the rounded corner table and remove the background. So since I don't have time, so I'll just use the same thing. Control C, Control V. I'll keep it here. And here we'll take profit. So I'll go to this data. So instead of this sales, I'll take profit. I'll change this title to profit. Okay. See now. Let me click on this. See. All right. Now we need to have the controls here. So what are controls? The slicers. Let me click here, and here I'll take the slicer. Here I have the slicer. Let's say I will take region, and here I have this list box. I want this to be drop down. So what I'll do, go to slicer settings. Here I'll say I want this to be drop down. Right. Let's go to this background, and I'll make it transparent. Okay, see, I click here, get this. You can select this like this. Let me change the title. You have the title, slicer title. Here we have this heading. Let me change this to white color and see. Right? So people, what I'm actually telling you is, you check the reports, you check the image, you check the design, and then you try to format it. So I cannot go and tell that it should be white color or black color or something. Depending on your designs, whatever you're doing, please go ahead with that. Okay. All right, let me copy this, paste it. And here what I'll do is I'll take one more control here. Let's say we'll take this as a list box. Let's go here. Slicer setting, I'll say vertical list. Let me increase this. And then I'll take, instead of region, let me take category. Product, set category. Okay. If you want to change the value, color as white. Let's go here. We have this. Values. Okay. I'll change this to white. Right. Now you can see that if I'm selecting this, the data is getting filtered. Right. Now suppose if you think I want to have some navigation buttons, I will select these two slicers. I'll just move this down, copy this separator, paste it, and then I'll just keep it here. If you think I want to have some buttons here, okay, I'm just creating one button. Let's see, sales. Okay. The entire thing is actually sales now. If you think I want to duplicate this, right click and say duplicate page. The entire page will be duplicated here. And let's say I'll make it as profit. I'm not going to do any changes here. So I'll be sending you this file. If you want, you can just go here, change this to profit. All these, wherever you see this thing is profit, you can change that. So here again, sorry, we have to change this. See, this is what happens if you actually change the title, right? You have to do this manually. But you should be very careful with the titles always, right? Okay. Now how to create the buttons? I'll go here, insert. Here I have these buttons. Say navigator and say page navigator. I'll get this buttons here. I'll just go and select this and I'll make it vertical. Grid layout, horizontal, I'll change this to vertical. And then I'll reduce this and increase this line. Okay. Now, if you think I want to make this button, say you can see the gap there more. Let me reduce this. Okay. If you think you want to add some, captions or your company address or something, we can give that. Again, we can have some separators here. So that's why, one separator if you create, we can copy that, we can paste C. And something like this. Right? So you can have something here. If you think you want to have some image or anything, whatever you want to display here, you can keep that here. Okay. All right. Now coming to this part, I have a table and a map. I want a button here where I can select. Say if I click on map, I should get map. I think this exercise we already done. Same thing will apply here also. So what should we do for that? We'll go to this view. In view, I have this bookmark and I'll select this. I'll enable this selection. So here I have this table. Let me select this table. So here I have this matrix. I want to create a bookmark. Let me go here. I'll create a bookmark. So first what I'll do is I'll hide this so that I'll have this map visible. Let me change the title here. Okay. So I've hidden the table. I'll go to this bookmark. Here I'll say map. Okay. I created one bookmark. We have already done this exercise. Same thing I'm doing here now. Again, I'll go back to this selection. This time, I'll select this map. This is my map. Now I'll hide this. I'll unhide the table. Go to bookmark, say add, I'll say table. Done. So I created bookmark. See, I'll click on this map or table like this. Now what I'll do, I'll go to this insert and here I will insert button and say navigator, say bookmark navigator. Let me take this here. Let's reduce this as much as possible. And I'll keep it like this. Let's go to format. Here we have this. Let's try to reduce this. See, let me reduce this and keep it here. Okay. Right. Let me save. See, now I'll hold control. I'll click on map. See, I'll get map. Click on table. I'll get table. Let me align this to center. See, my project is ready. So still we can improvise this. I'm not telling that this is the complete project. So I'm just giving an idea how actually you can design, how actually you can create a modern. See, I've seen, many YouTube videos or many people who actually tell that we are creating some modernized say dashboards or something. There is nothing complex in that. Only thing is try to practice how to design. Okay, go to PowerPoint, and here we have this insert. Try to use all the shapes and designs, explore a lot of things here, and convert that into designs. Okay, all right. So we can use these things, and then we can import it. Right? Fine. Now, if you see here, I'll go here. If I click on this, here I'm getting this say chart, filtered. So I'm getting only one bar here. So I don't want, when I select any of these options, this should be static. This should not change. So how to do that? So what I'll do, I'll go to this format and say edit interaction. So here I'll get a lot of, icons here, small icons. Say when I select anything here, let me click on this. I'll say none. See, now when I select anything, this will not change because anyways, this is a region actually. So if I select here, the region is getting filtered. I don't want this. I want this to be like static. So we can use something like this. Okay. All right. Now I'll save this. This project, whatever we have done, we can publish this. This I'll tell you on Monday. So Monday we'll have the class because already things are getting delayed. So Monday I'll take the session. Monday I'll tell you how to publish. When I click on this, we'll be publishing this to the Power BI service. So we'll learn about the service on Monday. Okay. Right. I'll stop here. There is a question saying that about the drill through. Please refer our previous session. I've given the drill through there. So if you want to have a drill through, we can create one page here. One more page, then we can go there and you can have the drill through. Say, for example, I'll go here. For that page, we have to convert that page into drill through. Okay, and then we can take the column and then you can drag and drop. Please refer the previous videos. Okay, please refer that. In the previous video, I've shown you how to use this drill through. Please use that because I don't have time now. It's already 10 minutes late because I have one more session. Please go through that. You will get that drill through option and you can apply it. Okay, right. Now, quickly, I want 1 minute of yours. I want all of you. Please, I've taken so much efforts. I'm shown you so many things. I want all of you to tell me how was this session. Okay. I want all of you, please, it's a request. Please tell me how did you feel about today's session? People, I'm taking so much of efforts. Okay. I'm just asking 1 minute of yours. So I think you should really, spend that 1 minute and tell me how was today's session. Right. So thank you so much, people. Thank you so much, all of you, for giving such a good feedback. So this is what we actually expect any trainer. If he's doing all his efforts to train your people, giving you knowledge, finally, you just want to know how the people actually felt. Okay. Because spending 1 hour, 2 hour, 3 hours, 4 hours, how many hours you spend, even if you spend 10 minutes, the time what we spent should be very useful and productive. Okay, right. All right. Okay. So now the questions. Now the questions. So Kritagna, don't worry, I will show you. Okay, I'm just observing that. So Kritagna is asking about show me in screen where do we find all the recording sessions. People, the recording sessions are available here. Okay, let me show you. Go to this course. So for that, you'll have to get registered. That is completely free. Here we have, okay. See, this is the course. What is that? Sorry. Webinars. Okay, so if you go here to this course, if you click here, and if you scroll down, see all the recordings. See here we have this data analytics with career guidance. All the recordings are available. See, all the recordings up to date till the previous session I have updated. Okay, can go here. So this is video. What you see here, this icon. This is the files what you can download. Chaya, see that is what I'm showing here. See, this is video, and this is the material which is the files which is used for working on that particular thing. Okay, all right. So Gopi is asking, once we import background, can we change color of the background in Power BI? No, if it is an image, you cannot do that. How to download the study materials? See, you will have to get registered. Once you register, here you can go, you can download this. It's a downloadable thing. Okay, so once you actually import any image here, okay, this you convert this into image and import here in Power BI, you cannot change the color. So again, you have to go back to PPT, change the color and come back. That's why some people, what they do is they'll go here and they use this themes. The themes are good for a plain background, or something which you don't have any images like this. Suppose if you think that you want to add images like this, it's very complex actually. Right, we have very limited default fonts. Is there any way to add custom fonts available on internet? Fonts, actually we can do. For that we have to do a lot of other process. So I request you use Arial. That is enough actually. That is more than enough. Sir, we will get server access to publish to dashboard. Server access, you should actually have a licensed version of Microsoft 365, or you should have a company domain. Then only you can do that. See how actually you can arrange for yourself. I don't have that facility, so I'll not be able to provide. I'm sorry about that. A sharing dashboard after Monday. Monday, okay. Monday we'll have a session. Okay, I'll take class on Monday. Monday we'll see how to use this publishing. How to export? Yes, this I'll be telling you on Monday. So what is the deadline to post the dashboard in LinkedIn? It is very simple actually, Bharti. It's a very simple one. See if you can do that by Sunday evening. By Sunday evening, you just try to do that. By Sunday evening. Or else you take your time. But what I tell you is, whenever you have that urge, whenever you, get that knowledge, and within that period only, if you finish, then it is good. Otherwise, what will happen, I'll tell you. If you say tomorrow, then that tomorrow will never come. It will be always tomorrow only. Okay, so if you have time, I know some of you are professionals, you might not get time, but spend, it won't take much time. I'll be sending you this file, people. I'll be sending you this PBI file. You can use this. And again, as I told you, if you people, okay, work on this project, post it, for sure you will get these books and the interview questions. Okay, right, people, thank you so much. Okay, I hope you people actually learned a lot of things today. I felt this was really very productive class. So thank you so much, and we'll save this file. I'll keep this file and I'll show you how to actually publish this in Power BI service. Okay, right. Thank you so much, people. Have a great day and have a great weekend. See you guys on Monday. Okay. Take care, all of you. Bye bye.